Yeah, nah, that's Texas Roadhouse. But I'm right. Yeah, that's Texas Roadhouse. No. Mm-mm. They got I can't remember where. Let me see. I got to think back. I'm ready to finish this. I'm ready to do this live about Nicki Minaj, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Answer your phone. Be careful. Salute everybody. Salute, salute. Hey Annie. Hey Smoke. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Look, I'm texting. I'm talking to my daughter on the phone while my live is started. Talking about Applebee's and stuff. She's like, I'm ready to go Applebee's. That sounds so good. But yeah. I wanted to go live. I'm not gonna be here too long because I got a live set up at 6. But I really wanted to kind of get into this real quick. I cannot let this go. I cannot, for the love of me, I cannot let this right here go. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this up and read what she's been saying. So we know that Nicki Minaj has been with going up to the White House, talking to Donald Trump and different things like that. For I didn't know the angle. I didn't know I really didn't get the angle of it all. I just didn't know what was really going on with Nicki Minaj. And I said maybe because she has to, maybe because she's an immigrant, maybe she's trying to save herself, save her child from being deported. We all know Donald Trump looks into everybody and everything, and I didn't, and then to be with Charlie Kirk's wife of everybody threw me. It really threw me because we all know that Charlie Kirk was doing going around the world on these campuses pushing hate speeches against African Americans and um, the LGBT communities and different stuff. And here she goes jumping on board. And that's why I say I think we are our worst people. We turn against our own people. And it's not a race thing, but it does play a part in it because for the life of me, what could y'all possibly be teaming up about it if y'all ain't spreading out the love and stuff like that? But she said this is what she said at first. So that's why I said, wait, what? Nikki, what? What? She said any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. Mm, that's strange. We're bringing religion into this. That was weird. Then she said they're showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship. Who said they was all Democrats? How do y'all know who's who? That wasn't a political thing. That wasn't about race. Religion in the church. They was trying to get away from ICE agents in the church. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. See, when I take my phone off of D&D, this is what's gonna give me a minute, y'all. Let me turn off. But yeah, what was it about religion in that church that made you nothing about religion came up, right? And then she said, hold on, let me do this to put on all comment. Girl, I can't see y'all. The Democrats are the one oppressing the people, and they've been unaliving Christians. They have been making false stories about Nikki. We've been debunking all of it on Twitter. Okay, what did they say, Rico? And I'm sorry, I ain't got my phone. It's showing y'all messages on the screen. I did not see all you people in here. Hey, Melanated Drip, what's going on? Let me see if I can do this, and if I do this, and okay, there y'all are. Okay, you know I'm a Barb's. Okay, Rico, I'm not mad at you, boo. Hey, Miss Vic, she's lost her mind. I heard she's been cutting up. What you been doing, Rico? I thought you was gonna hit me up anyway. She said, but Rico, how do we know who was in the church? You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at y'all for debunking stuff they said about Nikki, but what does that got to do with Nikki hanging with Charlie Kirk's wife? And we all know that Charlie Kirk was saying stuff about the LGBT community. He was setting up a hate train against African American people, the migrants, LGBT. Don Lemon is not a good person. He has been behind the voice. Okay. And I respect you. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted. No morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They've escalated to physical intrusion of places of worship. The demons inside of them are so bothered all the time. And so, if we know that's what happened in Minnesota at that church, yes. Hey, Big Boogie Mama, hi Boogie. But how do we know who was Democrats and Republicans, Rico Boo? It's bigger than what people think. What do you think? What do you think is happening? She said the LGBT has also started seeing through the veil, and it has pissed them off. But Trump is the one who's setting up for the world to hate the LGBT community. That's Trump. Nikki is upset. Her rap career is not going well, so she needs to be in the spotlight. Why not go to the side that doesn't like your culture to get back in the spotlight? Okay. MK Gaming said, "You make my day." Thank you. Thank you. She is with the MAGA now. Didn't come back when Trump turned on you. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm speaking for all of us. African Americans, immigrants, LGBT, saying that we have a right to choose who we love. That's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. But he's setting up a hate. She's sitting with somebody that's setting up hate for all of this. Nikki, she has been a Republican for a long time, and Trump is not homophobic, and nor is Nikki. Rico, yes, very much so. Rico, where you been? Where you been? When he's saying that about bathrooms, when he's saying about y'all getting married, when he's trying to stop a lot of stuff when it comes to the LGBTQ. And I've been trying to figure out, why does he hate them so much? I met Trump in 2015. I've been to one of his rallies. Until he starts spreading all the hate, then yeah, no. Nikki better chill before she runs out of get ran out of New York. Barbs are lost. Yes. Why are they getting the gay vote by default? You got to talk to Donald Trump. Why won't she talk to the man that she's been holding hands with and sitting beside? And ask him that. They moved on from the gay vote to flying in people to vote for them. No loyalty to anyone. Who's in control right now? Not Biden, not Obama. Who's in control right now? The man she's sitting with. Why is she asking the world versus asking who is in control of that? Some of the LGBT community is making all look bad, and I agree with some of his views. How the LGBT community making y'all look bad? How's the LGBT community making? I mean, what? No loyalty to anyone. The gay community should be able to choose every 4 years like everyone else after the Democrats campaign to win your vote. They should not just get your vote. Wake up. But Obama is the one who stood up for the gay community. Obama's the one who stood up for the LGBT community. And Trump downed him and dogged him for stepping up for the LGBT community. Let's talk about it. That's why the LGBT community has so many laws and stuff passed for them. I've been knowing about Trump all my life. My family is deeply rooted in politics, and so am I. I'm a chief voting officer. Okay, melanated drip. You think that that will try to run her out, melanated drip? Is she doing too much? Y'all tell me this. Is Nicki Minaj doing too much? Hey Betty, my grandmother always says when people show you who they are, then you better believe who they are. Hey, thankful. Hey, us New Yorkers don't want Trump. Okay. She said, they should not just get your vote. Wake up. And then she says, let me see if I can find it. Nicki Minaj claims immigrants are being flown in to vote, says African Americans can no longer be counted on by default. Now, this is our own sister that we're supposed to jump off the porch and support when it's not good. She has been doing too much even before this MAGA stuff. It's a lot of things such as sex and trans. I'm going to see you sites and things today for sure. It's a lot of false news going around. Okay, I don't understand how when she came out, she was portraying a bisexual woman. Now she's against it. Joy to the world. That's why I'm Yachty, baby. I don't know, baby. You can't make this shit up. Let me say that. You can't make this shit up. It's like how, uh, let me see. It's just weird. Hey Q, y'all drop Quadra's link for me. One of the mods, please drop Quadra's link for me. And if you have a YouTube channel, you want your link dropped, just let me know, okay? I'll drop it. Biden, before Trump was in office, he flew in illegal immigrants. Hell, they all did. But what about the illegal votes they got from the immigrants? It ain't been a problem. Shit, they've been doing this shit for years. Why do we gotta keep being a Biden or Obama thing when hell it was presidents before them? This shit's been going on in politics and shit for years. She was never bisexual and altogether. It's a lot of selective outrage. I don't hate Nikki. She's doing too much though. And if I'm doing too much and you like me, you got to be able to call it out. We just can't be a fan of Nikki, of her music and stuff like that, or because she wears cute clothes, her hair is nice, her nails are nice, and shit like that. What is it about Nikki that I'm supposed to be head over heels with? You get what I'm saying? I love her music. I'm a fan of her music, but that's it. But when it comes to real issues, I got to be able to call it out. Hey, Corey Boo. Then she said they're flying in immigrants to vote because they reneged on all the promises they made to African Americans and can no longer get the African American vote by default. They're causing distractions in the streets to distract from the billions they stole from taxpayers. I will say this. They have stole from taxpayers. They've been stealing from us for years. What of it? You sat right there. Why you didn't tell the man that you were sitting with? Why wasn't this her speech when she was with the president the other day? Per the internet, she's trying to stay here. She don't want to be deported as she is not a U.S. citizen. She is here on a visa. So to me, it's a cover up to me for that. I feel like that. Rico said they all made it Nikki because it's her, but when the others speak on things, nobody says nothing. But Nikki is a problem. I don't think so, because if anybody else jump off the porch like this, I'm saying something. I'm speaking on it, but she's the only one thus far that I've seen. If it's anybody else that's talking like this, let me know and I will address it. As I'm running along, she said that, and then she also said, because I know I shared it. Because I was thoroughly shocked. Did I share it? Let me find it now, y'all. I thought I shared it. I have so many news clips. Y'all know I don't ever be prepared. Maybe I didn't. Hold on. I gotta look it up now. This was just a random, y'all. She said, no, where's the post? She wrote a big ass post accusing him of Aaliyah. I thought I had it. I thought I had it in my phone. Damn, just when I thought I had it in my phone. And I don't know how to go back on history and look at my history now. Well, basically, she was saying how Jay-Z has messed with young ladies. She's talked about Aaliyah. She put her age up there. She also put she had Aaliyah, she had Beyonce, she had Rihanna's name up there, and she was talking about how Jay-Z is messing with these let me play this one. Let's see what he's talking about. Posted a photo of Jay-Z and Aaliyah holding hands with a WTF child predator. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here dating 16-year-olds this day and age, and how y'all would have his head on a platter. The guy was... This is what she said. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here. Let me see. I got to find this, y'all. Damn, I thought I saved it. That's what my ass get for doing all this shit late when I be sleepy. Damn, I can't find it. But basically, she was calling him a predator, and she was saying how he messes with all these young ladies. And I should have just played the one I just played. And she definitely put their ages on there. She said, okay, this is a good one too, this one. She said, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? What? Now, Rico, you do know how dangerous this is for the Barbs to be speaking out this way, right? She said, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children of a way of gaining and maintaining power? Sacrificing children how, Nikki? Because we want to know. Trump account is more a policy. It's a shift in how America approaches opportunity. Initiative is changing lives in real time by creating financial foundations instead of temporary fixes. I don't know. She's over here now talking about what's going on with the Epstein files and what Jay-Z or is doing when she is married to a sex offender. The president is a pedo, and so was her brother. Nikki has a lot of nerve. What about her husband? And isn't her brother in prison? Now she's concerned about pedophiles. And she said, if you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story time since I was trying not to say what trying to say what I'll show more. She said your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their God. My God. Jay is in the Epstein files. I got the Epstein files. I need to look through them. I need to sift through them. Fixes and that impact deserves real attention. I mean, this is my thing, Rico. It Hey Big Red Diva, what's going on, Bookie? Can y'all drop Big Red Diva's link, please? Please drop her link. Maybe Jay is in the Epstein files, but Nikki is a poster face of a pedophile supporter. So what? Absolutely. What you gonna say, Rico? You gonna say, well, we can't tell her who to be married to? A pedophile is a pedophile. If you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile. Hey, Samad, we're not gonna overlook that now. We're not. We're just not. Sorry. I don't care what kind of supporter you are. I love you, but nah. If it's my Rico right here, but I ain't going. I'm not. I'm not supporting that. And everybody that went and rioted that Capitol, when it rioted the Capitol, was pedophiles. It's public records. Go look. It's a spiritual warfare going on in our world. It's a lot of demonic spirits working overtime. This the year of exposure for the stars in the music world. It is, Alex. I agree. Hey, honey, 5K, what's going on, sister? I agree 100%. She said your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in satanic cults where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and unalive them as a form of blood sacrifices to their God. But my thing is, hey, just Danny, what's going on? My thing is, can y'all drop Big Red Diva's link? One of the mods right here, drop her link for me. If something, why are you saying something right now about these kids get mutilated and unalived? So the stars in Hollywood and all around the world, the celebrities, y'all seeing kids get mutilated for rituals and unalived? For the satanic cults is crazy. Okay, Rico, baby. Okay, boo. Thank you, Samad. Y'all check out Big Red Diva, grown folks conversation over there. She said, you see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. And she's got the Chucky doll there. Why is the jig up now? Somebody tell me, why is the jig up now? We're not worried. We know they're watching us. What you mean, Rico? Who's watching? So, Rico, if you know that kids are getting unalived and mutilated for saying satanic rituals, demonic rituals, why take you to get drunk and wait years to put this out when people's kids are being unalived, when we have so many missing freaking kids here and trying to figure out where they are, but we've been kind of figuring out that something's wrong. I'm not going hard for these celebs. They don't pay this mortgage and bills over here. Okay, melanated drip? Not at all. Not at all. Okay, Rico, message me. You better message me too. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out with a 16-year-old in this day and age, and how y'all would have his head on a platter. We're trying. Okay, Rico, I'm down. We've been trying. All days and age. We didn't have social media like that. Social media is helping with a lot of these cases. The way you type them, Rico, I could tell. She's trying to get back on top. Yeah, it's almost like I see them unaliving these kids and raping teenage girls, and I'm not, and it's gonna take me to get mad at the world for sitting with one of the presidents and have a drunken rage and be like, "Oh, after talking to you, I'm gonna go tell everything," because ain't that how Donald Trump kind of did it when he got out of office the last time? I'm gonna tell the world about the aliens. I'm gonna tell the world about the vaccinations. I'm ready to tell everything today. What? That's like having somebody sit at your motherfucking table and collect information for years, and on Mad Day we're telling it. Hey, Latasha Jackson, on Mad Day we're telling it. Everything we said at your table and took in. Back in the day, they didn't look at it like that. Those rappers was okay to be with young girls. I can't understand. It's not about the music or anything. It's a lot bigger. But Rico, tell me this: that's like me sitting around somebody taking the lives of LGBT communities, right? Because of who they are, who they like. And I watched this go on for years, them taking innocent lives from these men and women who like other men and women. And I say nothing. Lives, heartbeats, somebody's loved ones, lives being taken. Hey, Aggie, what's going on, Aggie? And then on Mad Day, when I've had seen enough of killing, I want to come and tell everybody about the unaliving of their loved ones. And I'm supposed to be like, girl, thank you so much for getting mad and sitting with the President Trump, and now you want to tell me thank you. Like when she wants to talk about protecting black women, when is it convenient? When it's convenient for her, now she is trying to bring others down. So now she cares to talk about these things years later. That's all I'm asking. Eggie, I'm gonna need a song. I'm gonna need you to come up here. I'm still Cancer Me Happy, Rico. Eggie, I'm gonna need a song. Thank you, T Lady Girl. She said the guy was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. Next, I'll get on the owner of the shade room and more. What? Yep, that's the world we live in. What the hell's going on with Nikki? What the hell is this shit? See something, say something. We're not waiting until it's all, we're mad and now we're talking about the guy was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. And next, I'll get on the owner of the shade room and more. This is disgusting. It's actually horrifying. If I must say, this is kind of scary. She said, yes, a song, Eggy Egg, a song made. Yes, you hear me? They don't know nothing about Eggy over here. Nikki been lost her mind when she married that man. Trying to stay relevant. This is creepy. Going over to other countries, taking their babies and unaliving them for satanic rituals. Mm. They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about abuse that I suffered. Who sabotaged it? It's what Nikki said. Who sabotaged her documentary? Was it Jay-Z? I'm just asking. It is, Yachty. It is real scary. She said they sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about abuse that I suffered. They've been trying to stall all my projects in hope I lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leader still thinks it's a joke. Who's the leader, Rico? Jay-Z? You said Rock Nation, so Jay-Z? The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told you. So she put up a picture of Jay-Z and Aaliyah, says child predator. She's got pictures of Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. She says, Are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? Mm, mm. It's another one, y'all. I gotta find it. She said Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. So now she has to lose skin in a flop album in a weird charge. She's. What's going on? What is this? Nikki just needs to have a seat. I know she was supposed to do that documentary with 50. I didn't know that. And the ages are not accurate in those photos. Nikki needs to have an abundance of seats. Thank you, Samaya, sis. I have been trying so hard. I have been trying so hard. That's her. Ready to go in on Cardi for her album sales. Hey, Sunday, what's going on, Miss Parker and Chad? Word is J and B on the run. Not on the run from what? She said, also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated and until I tell you all about the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard. Who's Rico? Now, what the hell Nikki got going on there? Who said this? She had more messages than that, and I know because I had them. I know I downloaded them. Now I gotta go get them and get them back. She said, "I'm not okay." She said, "Okay, I'm not gonna put out the album anymore. No more music. I hope you're happy now. Bye, Barb's. Love you for life." And then she said, Annika, please listen to us. The Barbs, listen to us, please. We need you, mother, now than ever. The Barbs in a press class, and I've lost friendships and close ones over my support for you. We need you to take our hands and guide us to the end of the trajectory of the pink sun, the edge of Gag City, where we take hold of the goblet of victory and drink from it. The Barbs will prevail. Annika will prevail. She will take us there. God will help us on the way. What's happening? We knew that album talk was BS. She wanted to mess up Cardi B's album release. That's all that was. I don't know Annika. Let me make sure I didn't miss the messages here because I didn't scroll up. That Jay-Z has exhibited signs of envy, jealousy, hate, and stopping bags behind the scenes, allegedly. Why is it always the same story? So that means Nas made all of that stuff up. Okay, DMX made all that stuff up. He was beefing for a minute. Lakeisha Blue, baby. 50
with Dame and Dipset for a while. And isn't it interesting how many feuds, even with females, that he's allegedly been behind as well? About all of the people who have made claims about their businesses or accusations about some business practices, allegedly, of course, are all of those people even currently right now? Are they all making it up? 55 with bots. 55 and too insecure, too crumpled up on the inside to face the real shit motherfuckers gotta say about your ass. 50 fucking 5 years old and having to rely on bots. That's closer to 100 years old.
That was her saying that 50 is jealous that everybody ain't lying on 50, including Jay-Z and so many more. I'm trying to find the other messages. I'm gonna probably have to look for it later or look in the shade room at what she was saying. But she said a lot. She really had a lot to say about Jay-Z. That was really nasty work. She put in the video of him messing with I thought I had it. I really did thought that I had it. But I guess it wasn't it because I couldn't find it after that. But she has, I don't know, y'all. I'm scared for her. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't scared for Nikki right about now. But Nikki is really giving some weird vibes, I must say. Hey, Ma Vern, what's going on? She's saying things that are so out of control. That I just don't understand. I don't understand how we go up there to the president, and especially a president that is trying to take away from low income mothers. You're a mother yourself. You came from a country where you understand people having loss and things like that, not being able to make it, not being able to feed their children and stuff, provide. And now this president is taking away Medicare, trying to take away housing and stuff. And it's not about black people. It's about all low income individuals. We have people dying all around the world right now from not getting proper medical supplies, medicine, things they need for surgeries, chemotherapy, and important stuff. Why? How are you supporting this, Nikki? And why are we now exposing the industry for taking children's lives? Nikki got a lot going on with her. Jay is not the one for her to play with. Yeah, melanated drip on my eye. It's sad to watch. It is sad to watch. Maybe Nikki's going through what Kanye is going through. She's being weird. I'm feeling a lot of weird vibes right about now. I really am, and I'm not liking it. I got a bad feeling about this. And we see that Jay-Z just recently won a countersuit against the boy that we thought to be his. I thought it was a son. He looked like him to me. He looked like him to me. I ain't gonna knock it and say he don't. Um, this is a financial joke that I guess they saying Donald Trump did.
Is this entire situation going all the way over Nicki Minaj's brain and her spidey senses as the whole room just laughed at her and she thinks they're laughing with her after Trump made a financial jab at her financial situation currently after being the only Mexican woman in the room?
Let me watch from the beginning and hear what he said. Look who she's sending them
Going
on.
all the way over Nicki Minaj's brain and her spidey senses.
He said Nikki makes a lot of money, but not as much as Michael. What we doing? Hey, LaQuay, what's going on? Welcome. Like, what's going on, y'all? I just want to know. I just did this quick live. I wanted to know what is happening. What are we watching? Uh, they said Nicki Minaj. Here we go, y'all. Nicki Minaj goes on another rant, calls out Chrissy Teigen, and talks about Lizzo's weight. Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. Everybody know Chrissy Teigen has a dick, allegedly. Y'all see Billy Porter call Nicki out and said F her. I gotta look that up, melanated. If that child is not for Jay-Z, boy, that would be so coincidental that they look so much alike. And now the little boy from Africa is saying he's 50 Cent's son. I gotta look that up. I got to see that Big Red Diva. But the son, he countersued and he won against the son's godmother. He's got Jay-Z won the lawsuit and stuff like that against her. She said she's got Jay-Z's picture up there. Again, she's talking about the Christians voting for Democrats. She doesn't want us voting for Democrats if you're a Christian. She said any Christian who votes for Democrat again is a fool. And I'm trying to figure out where religion came into this. How did you go from religion talking about any Christian that votes for Democrats is a fool and go straight into Jay-Z being a pedophile? That's crazy work, right? And then she said they're showing up people that's okay to disrupt church during worship. Again, I think they went in to be safe. I really don't think the people up I think they was running from ICE to be safe. And do they know if service was going on? I don't know, but I don't think it was under malicious intent that they nope. They wouldn't even make him take one. Big Red Diva. That's how you know that Jay-Z does have a lot of influential power. I've always felt that way. I don't think she's lying about I really don't think that Nicki Minaj is lying about the rituals and taking the children's lives and stuff. We see that Jay-Z's got out of a lot of stuff. Remember, the woman came forward with the Diddy stuff and talked about her her accusations against Jay-Z, and we see that she got her case got throughout of it. I thought I was gonna run up on it. Okay, let me hear this one. Sorry, y'all.
These tweets, and then we're gonna see some of them Epstein videos and files to show you what demon, what spirit Nicki Minaj is actually fighting against. Are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story times, since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. And she's posting pictures of Chucky and stuff like that. If you don't know why, it's because the movie Chucky is based on voodoo. It looked like she'd been waiting for this moment. They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about the abuse that I suffered. They've been trying to stall my projects in hopes that I lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old in this day and age, and how y'all would have had his head on a platter. The guy was hugging and humping on teens in broad daylight. Next, I'll get on the owner of the Shade Room and more. Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques that they use. It's so
so crazy, bro, how every
It is crazy, I must say. I'm thoroughly disturbed. Jay-Z got away with Kathy White too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a DNA test. Nope, they didn't have the DNA test. She's all over the place though. Thank you, Samasis. It's the J Show. Wow, that's crazy. No blood test. Yeah, he looks just like him. I believe that was his son. But now we'll never know because of the power and Jay Z has. And I don't think he really wanted the money. I think he's grew up broke most of his life. I really don't think that he wanted money. But if he did, he's entitled to it just as much as the other kids. And I hate that. I hate that he didn't get a fair chance to get tests done and stuff. He has a right to know who his father is, whether he's rich or poor. You know, that's real talk. They've been out here selling their souls, man, for years. Casino, you hear me? But I want to know what y'all think, and that's why I did this video real quick. Tell me, leave a comment and tell me what y'all think. What y'all think is happening right now? She says she's ready to tell the shade room. She's definitely ready to say what's going on with the dude behind the shade room. I know he gets firsthand information every time, you know, and I want y'all to believe in this. It's time, you know. I just hate the fact that you've been knowing about this all these years and you come forward as if it's okay now to talk about people's kids being unalive for satanic rituals and things. And this is allegedly. And this is allegedly. I honestly think and I honestly believe that that's why some Solange and Jay-Z fought that day. I do. I feel like Solange's son, and this is just my opinion. With everything I'm saying right now is allegedly, but I honestly think that on that elevator fight, and she put it in a song. Of course, shit goes down when it's $1 billion on the elevator. Remember Beyonce put that in her song. And I think Solange's son was going to be a sacrifice. And they told her. And she said, hell no. Kill one of y'all kids. You better, who? Better get Blue Ivy the fuck up out of here. I don't know. Could be. I just know it's some shit going on with Nicki Minaj. She done went and sat with President Trump. Everybody know he loved telling time. When he get mad, he done stole all the motherfucking files from the White House. Talked about aliens. He's going to talk about President Kennedy. He's going to put out President Martin Luther King's. He's going to put out Martin Luther King stuff. He put out President J.F. Kennedy stuff. But the thing about that, I knew something was up with them. I knew some shit was going down with them Epstein files, and I'm going to tell y'all why. When he was like, because he had mentioned it, he had a press conference and he was talking about, wait till they find out that Martin Luther King was, because they took out of the files where the doctor smothered Dr. King, because Dr. King wasn't passed. He didn't pass. Dr. King was still alive. They red-rummed him in that hospital room. That nurse came forward and said, y'all want her to smother Dr. King. She couldn't do it, so y'all kicked her out and y'all smothered him. It's okay, because something you can't take away is history. Nobody in life will ever wake up and have a dream like Martin Luther King, okay? Nobody. Not a one. Hey, SM, what's going on? Casino said at the end of the day, Jacob was falling in everything people been lying about is coming to the light. That's true. She's a very bitter person and she fell out. I still feel like she's trying to stay relevant. Sunday said, I believe her, but who's going to protect her? Because she wants all the smoke. Hey, Sunday, you ain't lying. The industry protects its own until they no longer have use for them. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Let's go, my Vern. Straight up. She is talking about Jay-Z doing this and that, but she used to go around calling herself the female Jay-Z. She is not credible. Do y'all not feel like Jay-Z's protected Yachty? Protect the song. Mm-hmm. I I believe her, Yachty. I'm just trying to figure out why now. After sitting in the room with dummy Trump, I'm sorry, Donald Trump. I'm sorry, Donald. I didn't mean to call you dummy. She's sitting in a room with this man who wanted to tell it all. And willing to get the charges, y'all, for stealing government files. Remember, Donald Trump took all them damn files. He was stuffing files in his drawers and shit, leaving up out the White House because he wanted to tell. Now she's sitting with Charlie Kirk's wife. Now remember, she's not legal immigrant. She's not. Nikki is not a legal immigrant. And the fact that Jay-Z rode so hard with the Democratic presidents. Because we can't talk about Epstein because we got to include Trump. He was up there too. So was Bill Clinton. All of them was going to that island over there, to the Epstein Island. Mm-hmm. Every last one of them was going to the Epstein Island, living it up with them kids. Now, Obama, I better not catch your ass in there because I'm calling your ass out too because it's some sick shit. Now, I'm going to look at them files tonight. But I know it's judges and everything in that file. All of them was up there touching on kids. All of them. Obama's in there too. You seen the files, Yachty? Girl, Jay, not files up under his wig, baby. He was stuffing files everywhere. He had them in the leg of his pants and everything. Donald Trump was stealing the hell out of them files, baby. She just want to stay in the States. I think she's mad at Jay-Z, big mad. Nikki is in fear for her life. She has been the industry ain't gonna protect her. Yeah, they not. They not. She said Obama there too. I've seen them. Nikki is in the file, been paid off by Epstein. Nikki's in the files. The Epstein. I got the link to get in there and check them out, but I ain't got to. Nikki's in the Epstein files, y'all. It's scary and creepy to even go look in them. She said, I didn't see Nikki. That's a shame, cover up. You don't have to call him dummy Trump. I will, the dummy. We'll do it Wednesday. Wednesday will be our day of the Epstein files. I got it. I got the files. I just didn't. It's creepy. She said, yes, Miss Parker, check Ticket TV podcast out. Okay, Yvette, I will. Y'all don't think it's as scary? Y'all don't think that them kids, like, I want to reach out to some of the victims. And I don't want to hear about their experience. I really want to know what was happening. Because don't y'all know they just letting King Edward go? Oh, girl been dead. They took her out. How about she was suicidal? No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. That girl wasn't suicidal at all. No, she wasn't. That girl, but all them girls together, they knew she was telling it out. When she told on King Edward, they got her ass up out of here. Yes, it's very creepy. I feel like someone's gonna come and knock on my door for looking. Yeah, it's very scary. It is. And I ain't even got to really look at them. But Donald Trump's ass is good in there. Down in Florida. Down in Florida. And first trip, y'all only gave that girl $200. Y'all. And made her go recruit girls. The pictures are just demonic. The pictures. Yachty, what you see? Just Jay, what you done seen, Chad? Look, y'all, look. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, Yachty. Okay. I don't know what's happening right now. Yachty, send it here real quick. I might can receive the email. I just can't text you back from this email. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna delete a lot of emails tonight because I really got everything I need from them. I'm gonna go through and delete a lot of emails so I can get some email. Send the email back out if I have to. I'm not gonna lie, Miss Parker. Even though Trump out here, he was a Democrat before he became a Republican, and they all party. Yeah, cause yeah, man. When the going was going, they all be in a room together. Just like if y'all really read the JFK shit, they're gonna take out what the way they was setting him up, fam. That man was set up. Even Marilyn Monroe was set up to go in there and be with JFK. They set him up. She was a ploy for them. She slept with all of them. And that was keeping her high to shut up and not remember nothing to where they couldn't use her for nothing because she was getting high. To escape all the secrets she was holding within everything she was doing with the presidents and the senators and the judges and shit. She was a pawn in that game. They used that girl. They used her. Okay, if now I'll put it in the Discord too. Okay, yes, this is Scary Cat Williams told us. I said it, Big Red Diva. I said everybody laughed and shit about them jokes back in the days. He been told us about the Diddy parties and all of that shit. But everybody, we wanna, oh shit. So when they got Diddy, I said, hell, we been on about the Diddy parties. Hell, Cat Williams been said that. If you didn't have nothing else and cable or nothing else to keep up with nothing, when Cat Williams did that stand up, his first stand up, he told us everything. If you didn't take something from it, hey, Real Vibes, what up, bruh? They gave Nikki some Donald Ducks. Sunday said they gave Nikki some Donald Ducks because this is self-unalignment. Because what she, Sunday, I ain't gonna hold you. I said the same thing. I said, I don't know if they put in her cup, but I ain't going to nothing presidential. Hell, I don't even want to get a presidential suite at all time. No, thank you, baby. We got open binary. It's free. No, baby. I don't. No, I don't want to. Nah, just give us a double beds. Give us some double beds. Hey, Talina, do you think Jaguar Wright is credible? I do. She's another one. Y'all notice that everybody that speaks out, what's the first thing they make us think is wrong with them? Kanye. What's the first thing we think? Oh, shit, he crazy motherfucker. That's what everybody says. Kanye crazy. Ain't nobody studying. You look real professional like Miss Parker. You be so cute, poppy-ish. All you need is a white boy and a painted girl for real, Leah. You hear me? Talina, come on. What's his name? From That's Alright. We was just talking about him. What's his name? When he started talking about all the undercovers and stuff. Everybody, oh, he crazy. He do it. He just be wanting attention. So everybody overlooking him. Shit. Who? I listen to him all the time. He ain't lying. Orlando been telling it forever. Thank you, Samad. I appreciate you, sister. Talina said, Talina, ain't nothing wrong with Jaguar. I believe Jaguar right because she has been saying these things. She said it about Diddy. For Diddy got locked up. Did she not? She even spoke on Aaliyah and them. If y'all remember, she spoke on Jay-Z and them. Y'all know Jay-Z and Jay-Z when he got cease and desist against the ass. That's why she don't talk about him no more. And then if she ain't saying something credible, why he way over here on YouTube? How is Jay-Z the richest man and one of the richest men in the world way over here on YouTube listening to some damn Jaguar Wright and got a cease and desist? Dave Chappelle sure did. Michael Jackson was telling us too. That's why Michael built Neverland. They put that in Michael's ear. They put that in Michael's ears to go mess with them kids. do you want to come to Neverland? And meet my pet rat Michael. It's fun. I got roller coaster rides and every. Oh my God! Can y'all imagine how creepy Michael was inviting them kids back to Neverland to see his pet rat Michael? What was his name, y'all? The pet rat that he made millions of dollars off. The pet rat. You know what? Michael Jackson was also Amanda Bynes. They told her, you know what, Clinton? I forgot about Amanda Bynes. They did. They took her life too. Ben, yeah, Ben. But Macaulay Culkin sure loved to go see Ben, didn't he? Macaulay Culkin was never the same. He went to Neverland. We all loved Home Alone. We all loved Home. They couldn't do a Home Alone 3 because Macaulay Culkin went up there, met Ben, rode that roller coaster, baby. Macaulay Culkin came out, baby, ain't been the same since. Ain't been the same since. Am I lying? Bubba the monkey is still alive in Florida. I know you lying. Not Bubba's still alive. I know you lying. Doc, don't come here with that. It was the Jesus juice, baby. Am I lying about Macaulay Culkin? He went up there. Michael fell in love with Macaulay. They got Michael to get Macaulay up in there. We ain't getting no more Home Alone. And then when they did that new one, it about scared me. Home Alone ain't never been so scary. I said, what the hell they done did in Macaulay Culkin up there in Neverland? Shit. Wow, Doc. Kelly, what I say? I'm just saying. But y'all, I ain't doing this today, y'all. I'm not. I'm about to go have me some wine. Bubbles at the halfway house. Stop every. I'm done. Don't do that. Shit. Leave Bubbles alone. Impex was innocent. No, I don't know what Michael was doing with Ben or Bubbles. I don't know what he was doing with these letter B's, but I don't like it. Because he loved Bubble, boy. Lord have mercy. God forgive me. Yachty, they ain't gonna have me doing it. I'm not doing it today. I just hope people wake up to a lot of shit that's going on and stuff. They done got Nikki up there in the White House. I don't know what they done did to her, the lady that played the mama in Home Alone. I know it's what they said Sunday. Somebody just told me that this morning. I was talking about Home Alone this morning and somebody told me. I was like, what? Because she just did like gave Macaulay his star on something, and I was like, I don't know if it was a Walk of Fame or whatever. And I was just saying how she still looked the same, and I was like, damn, she don't look like she got a age older none. I came in her Texas Roadhouse, my favorite restaurant. Yeah, my daughter, we was talking about Texas Roadhouse and Applebee's, girl. My bad. But yeah, I ain't liking what's going on. And pray for Nikki's safety, y'all, because I ain't gotta know her in real life, but I know that she's in over her head. And I know that Jay-Z has a lot of power. A lot of power. And I watched it, like I said, with the if it weren't for his son and me watching, she said imprints. Oh yeah, imprints, yeah. But see, I ain't never heard any Prince's victims. Look up Center for Great Apes in watch a little Florida. His career partially funded by Michael Jackson's estate. Wow. Dang, Doc. Yeah, y'all, here go the Epstein files, y'all, right here. Y'all grab that real quick. I'm gonna go live tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna do Kim Porter. Then I'll do the Nazai Hurst tomorrow at 8, and I'll do my would you Murray, would you go? Is your ex, can your ex be invited to the wedding? I'll do that tomorrow too. I'll knock those 3 out. Tomorrow I want to have me a glass of wine. Doc done came over here, make me go look up Bubbles. I want to get into the Epstein files, y'all. I'm gonna do it on Wednesday, but I really want to go look it up. And Yachty was talking about the pictures and stuff is crazy. I thought they redacted that. So they didn't redact the pictures, Yachty? Leave Prince in his hills. I ain't said nothing about Prince. I ain't never heard nothing about Prince. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And then if y'all know something that I ain't never heard, Prince was Prince. You know what I'm saying? And I love to hear him clicking in his heels coming across the stage and perform. Shit. I want to hear Purple Rain and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't heard Prince being out there like Mike. And I think Michael was coerced. I think he was coerced to be with the kids. I ain't gonna lie. And having them sleepovers and shit like that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't never heard nothing about Prince. She said it's a lot of photos. Prince called Hollywood out. He ain't fool with them. I ain't think so, Talina. Like we ain't never heard nothing about Prince. Is rich and spoiled. The monkey's rich and spoiled. You know he loved that monkey. He loved him. He did. He loved that monkey. Y'all remember he damn near dropped hers over the at Bannister. He was so excited about having that little boy. Baby, with Elvis's daughter at that. Wasn't that Elvis's daughter, Lisa? Michael was so proud to have his first seed, baby. Michael almost dropped that baby over that Bannister. Michael had that baby trying to show the world. Was it Blanket? Blanket. Yeah, it was Blanket. Michael tried to show the world Blanket, baby, and baby, I thought Blanket was gone. We knew something was wrong then when he named him Blanket, baby. 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 I don't know what they did to Michael. No one talked about Paris testifying at the Diddy trial. Michael left a note. Wait a minute, Talina. Paris testified at Diddy trial. I know you lying. They kept up with other rap. Who's by Lisa though? Is Blanket Lisa's? Or is Paris? No, Paris was by that older woman. Ain't she? Blanket with all of their blankets. Doc, you heard me. Shut up, Talina. I didn't know Paris was there. Paris was by the older woman, wasn't she, y'all? Some of the photos are redacted. Okay, so who's Paris' mama? Is Lisa Presley Paris' mama? Because I thought we seen Blanket's mama. I thought Blanket's mama was, he didn't have no kids by Lisa. Okay, I didn't know that. Y'all knew something was wrong then. Two of the biggest, Elvis Presley was one of the biggest in the white industry. One of the biggest. They got him too. That's how they got him too. Elvis got him on that coke. They got Elvis on that coke. And they was getting his shit straight off the boat. Elvis come in powder white and boy get on stage, nose red and reindeers. You heard me? You go back and watch his documentary. Elvis go in the back, powder white, off the bus, go on stage to perform. Elvis' face be redder than a reindeer. I said, baby. But it's interesting. Blanket is by on I thought Blanket's mama was a maid or something, though, an older woman. I always thought that. I got to go back and watch. Yachty said, I thought his kid, Isn't Blanket and Paris' mother the nurse? Somebody, the melanated drip, somebody older was Blanket's mama. I remember that shit. Who said Elvis was a pedophile? Who? Look, I told you, Doc, what I say. All them bees. I don't know what Michael Jackson was doing with all them bees. He said, so Ben, Bubbles, Blanket, and Billie Jean, LOL, he loved them bees. Hell yeah. I just said it, Doc. I didn't know Elvis liked the kids. I got to go back and watch. What? Prince and Paris is by the nurse. I forgot about Prince. Okay. But wasn't the nurse older? Was she an older woman, Jay? Who Slade? Latasha who? Paris is the oldest, right? Prince and then Blanket. Blanket's the youngest, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Y'all done threw me with Elvis. Yes, older and playing. Jay-Z in his title try to play Prince out of his music that he had to fight WB to get back. Jay tried to take his shit. Prince insinuated some things, and I believe, yup, he sure did, Renee. He sure enough did. Y'all remember this shit? He did. And then next thing you know, Prince was dead. Sure was. Yup. Renee, I'm glad you said that. That's what I said Sunday. Old as dirt. Yeah, she's old. I thought so, Jay. Priscilla was 15 when she got with Elvis. Shut up. He married Priscilla at 14. Shut up. I gotta go back and watch that documentary then. I don't think they said who Blanket's mother is. Yep, Jay-Z showed did try to get, and don't he own it? Don't he own it? Didn't he get the rights to Prince and shit, y'all, if I'm not mistaken? He's the devil. Jay-Z's really the devil. That's sad. I remember that though, Renee. I remember something like that. I do. And I think he mentioned that. Didn't he do it in his last interview like ever? African American people don't name their babies nothing soft. Come here, napkin. Tissue, come here. Napkin, go get tissue. Can y'all imagine that being in your house? We in here like, go get toothpick. Barbecue. Get toothpick. And where the hell is hot sauce? Shit. Shit, baby. Him and them names. And y'all know Elizabeth Taylor she loved Michael. She loved Michael. Elizabeth Taylor. I'm just saying, we don't name our kids nothing soft. Music thief, I mean. I know they was playing his shit. I think Blanket's mother was a surrogate. Hell, wasn't Paris and Prince? Don't none of them look like him. But Blanket, I ain't gonna lie. Blanket look just like Tito. Don't Blanket look like them on my tripping? Hey, Miss Didi sis. Do Blanket not look like Tito and them? What is it? Tito, Toby, Terry, and who? I ain't doing this tonight. She was a surrogate. Girl, I'm gonna grab a bottle and be on the way. This is too much. I'm just saying, I'm just asking y'all. Blanket did look like them. He did look like Tito and them. Look, tomorrow said way too much. He do. I never thought Purse looked like them or Prince. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Now, Blanket, yeah, I think Blanket's very much his. The other ones are surrogates, but Blanket's his. Blanket's his. And y'all knew something was wrong with Michael when he wouldn't touch a woman. Y'all know he was with Lisa and never touched her. Michael ain't never touched Lisa. They were just kids together because Lisa never got to have that life, that play life. You know what I'm saying? With Elvis always being on the road and stuff like that. I think they was just living a fast life. So I think when Lisa got with Michael, they like to play at Never Neverland. They just like to ride the rides where you get Toby from. Hell, what's their names? Shit, Reba and all them. Well, I don't know. I don't know Reba, LaToya, and Janet, Tito, and Michael. Now, Prince and Purse are from his second wife, and Blanket is a surrogate baby. Child. And we can't forget about LaToya's accusations. With Papa Jackson, she said a lie. They tried to disown her ass. LaToya was telling the truth. And Mama Jackson turned the blind eye. It's just what it was. He cracked Diana Ross and Brooke Shields. I think it was just a good look with Brooke. Y'all think Diana was taking advantage of Michael? Michael before the Michael. Like Big Luther and Little Luther, it's a difference. With Big Luther and Little Luther, it's a difference. Michael. Diana took advantage of Michael's, which I said. Who said that? Stop it, just Jay. Stop it. Was Diana messing with Michael, y'all? No. Y'all know they ain't Michael's kids. Melanated ain't nothing. Blanket is. Blanket more of a Jackson than any of them. It ain't no disrespect to Purse or Prince. Shit. Prince wrote on his face, verse the label. Like what? With a Sharpie marker? Like, can't take it off? Latasha, look, I ain't doing this with y'all today. Marlon Tito, and Jermaine. Okay. Nikki was never bisexual. I ain't say it. I ain't know tomorrow somebody said it. That's what's been said. The Diana, she groomed him. Shut your mouth. And she said ain't no mountain high enough. Use a damn lie. You went way high and way low, did you? Right, you went low. Shit. These celebrities are wild as fuck. I watched the video and it said she took advantage of him for real. Now, Diana, you know your ass is wrong. I'm going to call her ass out. I'm going to do a live on her ass. I better not find out for real, Diana. I bet not. Ain't no river wide enough. Yeah, your river was way wide. Fuck them kids. I never understood why the merge took place and why surrogate. Why not do the dude they crazy? Because Michael, you know, that Michael had already been touched. And they said it's by Diana with her funky ass. I better not find out. It says Blanket is known as Biggie. Real name is Prince Michael Jackson III. Yeah. Those kids are white as snow. I thought Blanket had a 10 to him, melanated. Blanket ain't got a 10 to him no more. He done lightened up. It's blank because I thought Blanket had a 10 to him. I ain't gonna hold you. Blanket look darker than all of them to me. He might have lighted up, but I ain't never seen it. Aren't Diana's kids mixed? Yeah, they mixed. Diana broke Michael's heart when she got married. Shut your mouth, Natasha. What happened, Ruth? Valley, stop at Paris look like Michael to me. I still want to know why Janet slapped her publicly. When, Talina? Well, hell, ain't no telling what Michael told the kids. Because they was old enough. Wasn't Prince old enough when Michael died? I mean, they were young, but they was old enough. If he told them something, yeah, Blanky got a little 10. Yeah. He look a bit Native American. Not the Indian woman. Yes, Diana Ross will sleep with Michael Jackson. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Girl, I'm going to go get my wine then. I wasn't going to drink because I had a headache, but no telling where Blanket Egg came from. SM, you heard me. Said it looked like he had a little engine blood in him. Ain't no telling SM. Hell, they... I'm about to dig deep. And y'all making me go dig deep. Yes, all the kids are except Berry Gordy's daughter that him and Diana had. And you know, Berry Gordy was some shit. I heard some stories about Berry Gordy, you know, because when I be listening to music and looking up stuff, you know, some stuff will come up and you'll see the old artists and stuff speak out. Because, you know, somebody tried to come for Smokey Robinson last year. And I said, sit down, shit, bitch, look. Hell, Smokey almost gone. You should be and said something. When they got on Bill Cosby ass, anybody that Smokey Robinson them did, y'all should have came out with Bill Cosby, and that's enough. Enough's enough. Shit. Tears of a fucking clown around here. This shit is just crazy. What's your opinion? Solution? Hey, what's going on? Y'all too much in these comments. That's them, Yachty. Yeah, Didi. Yeah, Chauffeur ain't no river wide enough. Her legs was wider than the rivers. Mess with them kids. And probably had Tito and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Have she messed with Michael? Hell. And Berry Gordy, your ass knew. Shit, your good bad managing ass. He done made me mad. Hey, Emma Gray. Now I'm fixing to go deep down the rabbit hole. When y'all see me do a Motown documentary over here, I'm going to play it out and I'm going to call this shit out. Because a pedophile's a pedophile. If y'all saw my daughter, you wouldn't think she was mine. I know a lot of people who kids ain't got melanin, but has black parents. My two sisters look full Mexican. My daughter look Asian. Selena, you light as a feather, though. You know what I'm saying? What I say, Kelly? I'm just saying. Did I hear Dirty Diana was dark? Yeah, she's filthy, filthy animal. She's a filthy animal. She looks like me, but ain't got my melanin. Okay, and it happens like that. But we talking about Michael. Michael's kids came out like his face lifts. Like, how did your kids come out the same as your facelift colors? Like, is that how genetics work? Like, if I go and turn my skin white, will my kids come out looking mixed? The maid took advantage of old Smokey. Well, that wasn't the maid that came out, though, was it? Was it the maid melanated? I don't know. Yeah, she said, Janet slapped her a few weeks after the funeral in the streets. I got to go look. Allegedly, they said he like the little boys, Barry Gordy. I heard that, Samad. I did. I did. Miss Diddy said, Dirty Diana. Rabbit hole gets super deep in the entertainment industry. Natasha, I believe it. But see, one thing we ain't never talked about is the Motown history. We always with the white people and all that. This was the prince after the ass cheeks was out of his pants. Not the ass cheeks. You know what? Blanket is olive. Blanket do got a tint to him. He do. What I say, Queen Butterfly? Okay, so check it. I am, Doc. I'm checking it. Smokey just had a kid 2 years ago. Who? Smokey. Hey, what? Smokey from Friday or Smokey Robinson? That ain't Smokey's. Yes, the maid, they was all getting a piece of Smokey. Damn, where was I at when Smokey Robinson? Was I born? Look at me ready to give Smokey some pussy. Shit, this is crazy. Trying to figure out how I didn't get on the boat train. Shit. Prince Michael Jackson, Empress Catherine Jackson, mother's Debbie Rowe, MJ's nurse at one point, murdered Michael Jackson. Check out her song Muscle. Who song? Who got a song called Muscle? Purse. Smokey had a baby. What? Does melanated baby? I don't know. She said, I'm not going to hell with y'all today. My bad. I'm confused. Smokey still having kids. Now I wouldn't have gave Bird Gordy none. Smokey could have got it. Smokey could have got it. People say I'm the life of the. That's all he had to would have sang to me. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even told him the baby was his or nothing. I'd still been Little Miss Parker and all that. Like, I wouldn't just tears over playing, yeah. Nah, I should not be laughing. This is too much. OMG. Look it up. I am Jay. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up this week. I need to know. I don't like it. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Hello? Yes. I'm good. Can I give y'all a call back? You can call tomorrow around the same time. All right. Now, y'all know I ain't gonna answer my phone. She knows she. You know when they catch you off guard like that. You know what? Smokey was putting it down. Baby, that baby ain't Smokey's. I don't give a damn. Who's saying who the baby about? Who's the baby mama? Bray Gordy was a broke pimp. Baby, Bray couldn't have got me. I see right through his pedophilia. I can see him sounding like you know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby couldn't have got me off a pill or nothing, baby. I don't know how the girl was getting high. Listen to, would you like to get a cup of Jello pudding? No. Can I get a cab? Can you give me a cab? I wouldn't even say nothing to him about getting a cab home. Talking about some Jello pudding. Coming in there with a cup of pudding at time of night. Who? We just got done drinking liquor. I don't want no Jello, baby. No, no, thank you. I'd got out of there so baby, I'd come up out of there so fast. Him coming in there talking about a thing of pudding, and even his voice, I couldn't. In her song, she said, "I don't care if he's younger, just make him beautiful." Talking about Mike. Who did Sunday? Dirty Diana and her filthy animal ass? Ain't no way that man just had no baby. That's what they said. Robert De Niro still having kids too. Is he? You know he married to a black woman. Then Robert De Niro could have got it. Mm-hmm. I thought about the Godfather and all that shit. He was a hell of a gang. Just play a gangster role for me. Yeah, definitely Robert De Niro could have got it. Yeah, with no charges. Quiet storm blowing through the night. Child Bill had no money, and then them women loved him, put him pop. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Bill wasn't the Cosby Bill. Now, let's not get that shit twisted like he went in there playing the Cosby Bill. What's so? What happened? I didn't see anything about him having a baby. LOL, I was just looking. I don't know. Bill Cosby didn't even have facial hair, baby. Jay. Talina, stop it. She also said, "Oh, nah, to Diana ain't Kerr." Who did? Renee? Michael Mama? You trying to do what? I asked him nothing, child. Brittany, what happened, y'all? Who said that Diana in her song? And it was called Muscle. I ain't messing with y'all today. We not doing this. Wait a minute. And who Robert De Niro have a baby with? Because he been with his wife for years. We talking about Robert De Niro to be going against the Republicans for us black people. I'm going to listen to that. And I'm going in on Diana Ross this weekend. Tracy, I'm going to go in on your mama. You might be Michael's. Hell. It's Tracy. It's Tracy belong to Michael because she do look like them. Let me find out that your ass is Michael's. Shit. I want muscles. No. Not them kind, DD. You mean muscles from the ocean, don't it? DD. She sure wasn't so. It's all from the early 80s. Did he have it with his wife, Yachty? Read those lyrics to us like we at a poetry club. We will snap our fingers. I'm going to set it up for this weekend. I'm going to go in on that Diana Ross's ass and I'm going to look up the lyrics to Muscle. Nah, she sang that song. But Diddy, what kind of muscles is you saying you want from the ocean? How about, she sang that song. Yeah, I remember Muscles. No, we don't. I don't. Diana's son definitely looks like Michael. Shut your mouth, Natasha. Is he older than Tracy? They said no, Diddy. Yeah, with his wife. Now, y'all know Michael ain't got no children. We do, Lady LeMay. We just try to figure out who his sperm went to. I want Muscles. Look it up, sis, and play it for us. Robert De Niro have a young black wife. Yeah, they've been together for years. They have. They've been together for years. Her name fit her well, Dirty Diana. I heard a lot about her. But what's what they saying? And then I thought I'm getting to think about her children. And see her ass to try to blame it on that Tracy Ellis Ross them is Tito's. No. They ain't Tito Jacksons or Tequila Jacksons, baby. Them's Michaels. Before the facelift, before the Pepsi burn commercial. Yeah, we're not doing that. Now the youngest look it up, Evan. He played on. Oh yeah, you right. Now because Evan came later, Michael was dead, wasn't he? Well, Michael dead during Evan time. I don't know. We gotta find out about Diana's funky ass because De Niro's dating Tiffany Chin. Robert De Niro left his black wife, Venetia. Now, Robert De Niro, don't go pissing me off. He done left his wife, his black wife, all them years. And I'm sitting here giving your ass some credit. Evan's eyes do look like Mike's eyes. I'm just saying. Oh, Diana slept her way to the top of the mountain. She said, ain't no mountain high enough. Now we understand why the fuck she made that song. No, people still living. Diana slept her way to the top. LOL, they got money. Yes. I'm laughing. I'm laughing like hell at work. They looking at me. Yes, he did. He has to shut up, Robert. I'm mad at you. Evan Ross is a good actor. Tracy is my fave. She's hilarious. But we talking about them kids, though, Melanated. Do they look like Michael before the Pepsi burned Michael? That Michael. Everybody had a piece into making those kids the way Diana was throwing that fish box around. I'm just saying. Not throwing a fish box around. Shit. Maybe she was, that's why she say no river wide enough, baby. She was in her fishing, baby. Evan was born in 88, was he? Now he might be Mike's. Because he do look a little like Joe. That song was fire too. Their Sunday go get crazy. Y'all crazy. Being fish box now. Guess what they said? She was baby. She did. She was talking about Michael in that song. Ain't no river wide enough keep me from getting to you, baby. Girl, you was a nasty one. You was a nasty one, you filthy animal. She was a filthy animal. She said, I don't think Michael's Evan's father. Then he's Tracy's. I'm just putting the girl's kids on people. He's Tracy's. If he ain't Evans, he's Tracy. I'm sure she possibly avoided them. The Supremes hated her. Ain't no telling what they heard or saw. I know the T. Is any of the Supremes living? I'm ready to see if I can find some Supremes. See if I can interview them. Moderators, I need y'all to help me look up and see if any of the Supremes are living. I'm sure she possibly. Let me see what she said. Him and Tiffany are the ones that had a baby. Okay. Martina said messy boots. Yeah. Let's see if any of the Supremes are living allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. We just having fun allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. But yeah, I want to see if any of the Supremes is living. I would love to know. De Niro got divorced in 2018, had a baby in 2023 by martial arts instructor. I didn't know he left her, Talina. I really thought they were still married. I don't know why I thought he was still married to her. You're right about that, Miss Parker, with no mountain high enough they shouldn't get over. Tracy's father is Jewish. Man, I forgot his name. Hey, Star Pink, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna look up some Supremes. I would love to know about more about Motown. I think I'm gonna do a documentary. I'm gonna do a live about that this weekend because I'm doing Kim Porter tomorrow. Y'all get prepared for that one and stuff. Y'all know I like to have a little video. Hell, I had a video about Dro today and I didn't get to see it. It had to have been a quiet divorce because I thought so too. Yeah. Probably not. I just noticed that Evan's eyes look like Mike's on that darn Thriller album. Child. You ready to start something? Somebody done came down here and said messy boots, girl, because we in here having fun. They taking that serious. What part was they mad about? Diana being Michael being Evan's daddy or Tracy's? What part? It might be one living. You think it's one living? Girl, wasn't nothing not a one, Big Red Diva. All the girls are dead, so. They said the original ladies died except for Diana. I'm going to have to find some old town. Let me see me see if I can find some old Motown artists. Cause I know Smokey old ass hell. If he having kids, he can come and have an interview. And y'all know he ain't great. Come up here and talk about Berry Gordy. So Berry Gordy dead? When you take a deep dive into Motown, you're gonna uncover a lot of dirt in this parking. I'm someone that got all the dirt on all of them. Aretha Franklin. Shut up, pull up. What you mean, pull up? Give us something. Give us something. What days are you on? I'm on at 2 6. I'm gonna start doing 2 6 and 8. Hey Dom, what's going on, Dominique? Hey Shelly, Pooh, give us something. What you mean? I did see a little movie. I didn't know Aretha Franklin had a movie. I didn't know she was pregnant at such a young age. That's how I know I'm so disconnected with our African American culture and stuff. And I seen where a couple of their lives was taken. Mary Wilson was a Supreme. She passed. Is Berry Gordy still living? Ashley say so. Tells it all. They were sleeping around with each other, fighting each other on drugs, having babies by each other, being all types of stuff. It's going down in Motown. Wow. Cindy Birdsong and Diana are alive. Let me find Cindy Birdsong. Oh, she's sick. Okay, Sonia Mitchell said, "Hey Cindy, you're looking great. I didn't know about your music career with two female groups. Your brother showed interest in me. Is he still doing well? Can I message you?" Yeah, she's sick. She's sick. Cindy's sick. Yep, Cindy's sick. But they saw her brother do music and stuff like that. Sonya Mitchell said that her brother reached out to her and stuff. But Cindy Birdsong is sick. Correction, Robert Ellis Silverstein. What about him? What he do? Yeah, Cindy's still alive. Cindy's still alive. Yes, he's in his 90s. Yeah, he 96. I see. So they said he 96. I didn't know it. Yep, I just seen a thing. Queen Butterfly said, "Yeah, leave Cindy alone." Allegedly, they did Mary Wilson. What they do to Mary Wilson? Okay. It said Jermaine Jackson has recently named 10 Motown singers who are allegedly evil, revealing secret betrayals and ruthless rivalries behind the music. Some people think that these revelations expose the side of Motown that fans never imagined. Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown, was known for tightly controlling the personal lives and public images of his stars, often dictating relationships, marriages, and behavior. Smokey Robinson, a legendary voice of Motown, battled personal demons, including addiction and infidelity, while navigating a secret affair with Diana Ross. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Other record label executives like Suge Knight and Sean Combs have faced allegations. We're not going to do that. They said the dark side of Motown and music industry is a complex issue with many factors at play. While some artists thrived under the label's guidance, others felt trapped and exploited. The legacy of Motown continues to be debated, with some hailing it as a cultural phenomenon and others criticizing its treatment of artists. Mm. It says Smokey Robinson was not who we thought he was. Discover the shocking truth behind Smokey, the legendary voice of Motown, whose life was marked by addiction, infidelity, and heart-wrenching loss. Beneath the smooth melodies and charming persona lies a man who battled personal demons while navigating a secret affair with Diana Ross and tumultuous marriages. What dark secrets did this music icon hide, and how did they shape his incredible journey through a fame and heartbreak? Mm, I believe it was Murray who started the Supremes. Diana came and did the Dreamgirls movie, gave Diana her parts, from my knowledge. Berry Gordy and Diana shares a child with her oldest daughter, Rhonda Ross Kendrick. What you mean? Berry Gordy got a baby by Diana's daughter? So, okay, so Murray was the face. Diana done came in and did what she did and took Murray's place. Okay, so. Mmm. Mmm. Yep, I got it. 65 years of Motown's dirty secrets finally revealed. We're gonna tap in.
I only met him about 3 times. I really don't know anything about him.
I'm gonna say this for Surdy. I'm gonna say this for Surdy. We gonna do this Surdy. Y'all don't open a can of worms, and I'm gonna go down it because this is gonna be for Surdy because this look pretty. Yeah, and we gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna break it down. It was his eyes and voice. She is Diana's oldest daughter and child. Mm. You know Whitney Houston, real mom, right? I didn't know she wasn't her mama. Jay, I did not know that until maybe like the end of last year. December 2025, I did not know she wasn't Whitney mama. I never do that. Yeah, she said that should be very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do that Saturday. Did the old Diana the Supremes like David did the oldest? What David do the oldest? Me too, homebody. They also did Tammy Terrell really bad, Motown or something else within that. What they do to her, Pooh? She looked just like her. And she was a singer, Jay. She is dead on her. Dead on her. You ain't lying. Murray was broke when she died. Yeah, they ain't on the rights and stuff. Ain't no telling how the Murray had the contract written up. No, Dominique. No. I forgot how we was talking about Whitney, right? I think I got on Whitney in the letter, right? Yeah, we got on Whitney in the Ray J situation. It was recently. And they was like, what you call it ain't her mama? I said, who? And they put that picture back. I said, all these years I thought Sissy was her mama, swear. Yeah, Sissy and her mama. I remember hearing about Tammy Terrell and Love Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sissy and her mama. She looked just like her mama. I mean, dead on her. Her mama was a singer. Mm-hmm. I think she worked at a juke joint or something, and the daddy messed with her, but he was married to Sissy. Mm-hmm. And he took Whitney from the mama. Yeah, Sunday he allegedly took Whitney from the mama, and Sissy just raised her. You know what I'm saying? As hers when she was a baby. Cause I think he was married to Sissy. What he married to Sissy and end up getting Whitney mama pregnant? That's what they said. You know what? Melanated drip. I think Ray J is sick, y'all. And this is what I said about that. I said, because he said he's going to Haiti, right? And that's part of the secret society. I was talking about the dark industry. When you find out info, it'd be funny because all this info, OMG, it was like, yeah, it's like it'll throw you as old as I am too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to think I'll be 50 next year. I will be 50 years old next year. And I'm just sitting here like, I never heard that. Like, my mom and them never, and mama talked about all the Motown, but you always heard the good. I don't remember hearing the bad. Now, Michael, we all heard about the Jacksons growing up when we was young. If you didn't hear about the Jacksons and the abuse and all of that and all the stuff that was happening in the home and stuff, because that's when I found out that Michael really had a pet mouse and Bean. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that he wrote a record about Bean and it went worldwide because Mama told us. She was like, yeah, he had a pet rat and stuff like that. And Joe killed the rat. Didn't Joe kill Bean? The lady they're saying is Whitney Houston's mother was also a singer and an actress, allegedly. Yes, I Googled it. Yep, all the good. The movies were awesome. Ray J is supposed to have. So he said he's going to Haiti. And this is his second time. So I was like, damn, his second time going to Haiti. So I told the group, say a prayer for Princess. I said, hey, y'all, look, I don't know what's going on, but let's say a prayer for Princess. Because whenever they start doing that, going out Haiti and getting that voodoo work done on him, because why it didn't work the first time, I don't know. But I know Whitney, when Ray J did have that first little skirt, that's the time around Whitney got real sick, got unalive. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's allegedly. But you know, some of them preachers be sneaking allegedly. Her and being used to make me cry when I was little. Not make you cry. But he made millions off that shit. He made good money off of making a song about a pet rat. Hell, we in here with mouse traps and some more shit. We ain't we getting up at her. Ain't nobody living here rent free. But Michael made a song about being. Girl, you said 30 correct. It's not 50. You look good. Thank you, so. I see she dropped the restraining order on Ray J since he's sick. Shut up. Who did, Princess? Yeah, Yachty being being was real. It's even in the little the Jackson 5 movie about Bean. She said T said yes. I watched a medium that said he's going there to die. She said that's where he wants to go. What? Lola, who's the medium that said that? What I say, Yachty? I'm being honest about Princess. I say y'all pray for Princess and them kids. I don't trust it. Y'all said, what a fun live this was. Renee said, sure is. Michael loved being hell. Yeah, he did. That was his best friend. Mike Hurt. Yeah. Tommy Terrell slept around in Motown Circle, was abused. She was on drugs. She did not get her royalties or anything, paying cuts, more. She died at her early age. She had a brain aneurysm. Dominique Ben. That's the name of his song, Ben. Miss Didi, that's why he's going down there to Haiti. I'm telling y'all he's going down there to get some rituals done, y'all. Supreme Medium Divinal. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me look it up. Come on, what you want to Haiti for that didn't work the first time? You know, I gotta look into stuff like that. I think about stuff like that. Because, you know, for them to do it, you got to owe them something. Let's listen to it real quick, y'all, before we get up out of here.
Cover yourself.
Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Divider. Today we're going to be talking about Ray J because I literally just got wind that TMZ has reported, People Magazine has reported, Ray J is saying that he is not going to be here in 2027, meaning that he is going to die because his heart is only operating at 25% capacity. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying that he just wants attention, not saying that he's not sick, but they're saying for him to say that it's this dire that they feel like he just wants attention. So I said, let me go ahead and do a reading on this real quick to see what's going on with Ray J's health and all that kind of good stuff. So I did just that. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. Please like, comment, and share. Beware scammers. I do not have WhatsApp. I do have a clickable link to my
Renee,
website.
I gotta look it up. I can't wait till we do our multi
in my bio
thing.
and also in the description of the video. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So
I'm looking all
I
it
do
up.
see in the reading that Ray J do have something going on with his heart. Let me go back to my notes here. It's basically like it's the type of abuse that Ray J has going on here with his heart. Okay, he has gone undiagnosed. That's why I call it abuse because there were plenty of times where he could have went to the hospital, and if he did go to the hospital and no one diagnosed him, he could have been saved, right? So I don't know that situation right there. I don't know if he avoided it. I feel like he avoided it, didn't want to listen, because I'm seeing that what it showed me is that he has something. The words that came to me in the reading was cardiovascular syndrome, which is basically cardiovascular disease. And I see that years back, he had symptoms like Ray J would have trouble walking. His body would just give out on him, right? If you look at the article, he states that
I told y'all Ray J got sick a while back. Y'all remember that when Ray J got sick right around the time when when that happened to Whitney? I tried to tell y'all go back, he got sick. I thought that was about his heart, but I'm glad she's explaining that. But he did get sick. Paris and Prince have the same mother. The nurse, nobody know who Blanket is. Yes, what they said, Ruby. Thank you, Talina. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. Thank you, Lola.
Party too hard and all that kind of stuff like that, which is true, but it's way more than that. That's code for I didn't take care of myself. Yeah, he party hard, but he knew that there were things going on with his body, right? So
and y'all gotta remember, Ray J was getting high and everything. Ray J was on that. Ray J was getting high. Let me just say that Ray J was getting high and partying like crazy. He really was. And y'all know getting high, putting all them drugs and shit in your system, it ain't gonna go. Thank you, Melanated. Look at Dominique. Y'all stuck on being, ain't it? Y'all stuck on being. Drug and alcohol cocktails. Even this is something else. My sister went through the same thing. Peacemaker, and she's getting a new one this year. I know, but you know what? He said it's only working at 20%, Yvette.
He has been suffering from
I wonder if you can get a pacemaker. Is that too late?
So Ray J is saying that his heart is black. And I'm seeing people saying like, well, for your heart to be black, it has to be something else. It's not what you're saying. That's when they're saying like he needs attention. So that is just symbolic. What he means by that is that basically the heart can no longer pump the blood the way that it needs to, so it's not functioning. So yeah, it's kind of like it's just in the dark. It's not doing anything. There's no life to it, right? If you look under Ray J's eyes, they're black. Okay, they're black. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I've talked about this before. When people are near death, they do have like a black substance through here, and if you hear the death rattle and that liquid comes up, they're gurgling that black substance, okay? So Ray J is being very symbolic when he says this. He's talking about that. It's already set in, okay? And I have dealt with people who have cardiovascular
drugs weaken his heart. He can get a defibrillator. At 20% though, is any nurses in here? Can he get a pacemaker? I'm just being serious right now. When your heart is working at 20%, can you get a pacemaker? Is it too late? Is it too late to get a defibrillator? My mom has one and her heart is at 20. Okay, so Latasha's saying her mama got one and stuff like that. He's such an essential ticker. You never know when he's being honest though.
Disease that are on their deathbed, and the last moments their legs do go out on them. Ray J has had this happen. It's probably what sent him in the hospital, and basically like the heart goes in.
He did get sick one time.
To pump that blood, right? But a lot of people do not understand that's what's going on with people when they have this issue.
Because I remember, I think they was thinking it was the drugs and stuff then when he got sick. He got real sick. and stuff and hospitalized. And I didn't know. I thought it was the drugs. That's me though. Allegedly, I thought it was the drugs. But but what she's saying is that where it went undiagnosed and stuff like that. Oh, she did good.
So
I'm
when
right
I
playing.
have assisted people that's transitioning, that's in the hospital, and they don't understand, I always look at the blood. I always look to see what the blood is doing. And I see this on Ray J when I did his reading. That blood is not flowing. That's why his body has given out of him. So, and also, this is something that people struggle with that have this type of condition that he has for a very long time. That's why I said it's kind of like an abuse because he did not get the precautions that he needed. And this has been going on for a very, very long time. So when he says that his heart is black, that's him being symbolic about, like, you know, letting you know that this is like the end, right? What I see them doing for him right now is that they're giving him things to allow the blood to flow through his veins. That's why he's able to be up and about right now. And this is just to get his affairs in order, right? They're just doing what they can as long as they can so he can get his affairs in order. So he talks about going to Hades. So I'm just like, who in the world will let you go to Hades with your heart operating at 25%? Like, you.
That's why I want to know, why is he going to Haiti? That's interesting. I'm glad she mentioned that because I was like, why? Unless you want to go get some voodoo work on you or something. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody has talked about this to him prior, like go down there, let them, you know what I'm saying, do some work on you. Because she said basically they're just giving him medicine to get him through, to get his affairs in order.
But you can barely like stand up. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, they should be advising against this.
It is,
so
y'all.
He's going to Haiti to die. He wants to go to Hades to die. It's almost like he wants to take some type of control over. So what I see is that he wants to die there because he has participated in ceremonies, okay?
What I say, and I ain't never seen her. Thank you. Who just told me to look at her? Who just did not tell y'all? My sixth sense don't let me down about things and people. She said he's already been over there and had some ritual. I told y'all, don't nobody just want to go to no Haiti. Don't nobody just want to go to no Haiti. It was some work done. He's trying to get that work done. I'm telling y'all. Boy, thank you to whoever this is. What's her name again? This is Supreme. Y'all can drop her link too. This is Supreme Medium Divine. Y'all drop her link. Diviner. Boy, I'm trying to tell you what I know. I told y'all. He done dealt with some work. He done went over there already. Y'all remember that? Y'all gotta go back. And I was like, dang, when she said it, when I heard about Ray J, and he said he wanna go Haiti, I swear I was like, I told the group, I said, hey, y'all pray for Princess, cause something ain't right. I was like, in my heart, something ain't right. Somebody's ready to be a sacrifice. I said, I don't like it. I said, please pray for Princess and her children and just pray, because I said, something ain't right with this. Something. Because I said, I remember Ray J getting sick around the time Whitney. You know what I'm saying? And then she gave that letter to, didn't I tell y'all that, Samad? She gave that letter to Brandy of all people. And now he wants to go to Haiti again. And it's like, you know, you do not get to let me tell y'all something. You don't get to go over there and get a ritual done and there's not a blood sacrifice. Hey, Crown B, when she do that, when she do what, Dom? Make sure and go and look at Nikki, LOL. She went deep. She went deep on Nikki too? It's a lot.
Real old school ceremonies with these entertainers. Mind you, Ray J has had, in my opinion, minimal success, but he is definitely known. You know, he was a boyfriend of Whitney Houston. He's been on Love and Hip Hop. You know, actor, entertainer. He has done some things, right? But he's kind of like, you know, we don't look at Ray J as like the entertainer that we look at, because you know he's always in some mess, right? But you know, this is the type of entertainment and the type of, you know, how he wanted to be known. So we can't front. Ray J is known. That's why, you know, I am jumping on this story. That's why TMZ has a story. That's why People Magazine has a story. Like, you know, he has made a name for himself, but it's giving very old school ceremony. Because when I say old school, I'm talking about people like back in the day. Let's take, for instance, like somebody like Nat King.
5 days. Dominique.
Let's see who else. I can't think of nobody else. And Ella Fitzgerald. A lot of people that die from like lung cancer, any other type of cancer, heart disease, strokes, those kind of things like that. Like, it's not like, to me, it's not a coincidence that a lot of old school entertainers had deaths like that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what is giving old school, and we all know what they participate in, right? So there was a ceremony. So it's kind of like he wants to put it back in his control. So he's like, let me go to Hades. He wants the energy of the ceremony that he participated in to get his fame. He wants to.
Didn't I tell y'all when he went? Didn't I tell y'all? And when you sign, this is karma or this is just his calling. He probably trying to go to one of. But when you go to them doctors, Samaj, you gotta give them something in return. You don't just get to be famous and say, hey, give me the ability to be famous and that's what it is. You have to sacrifice something. There has to be some kind of payment back in blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Nikki was talking about basically when she was saying they was sacrificing the kids and stuff like that. You got to give it back in blood.
Energy and everything like that. And he's like, I'm going to do it on my terms. So he wants to go back to Haiti so he can die. He's also trying to make sure that being in that energy, that he gets control over that soul. You understand what I'm saying? Ray J think he's slick, and I don't blame him. You understand what I'm saying? I don't blame him. He just wants to be able to get his affairs in order right now. So he knows what he did to get this fame, and he's he don't want to go out losing. Even though this is some type of payment, he's still trying to have some type of control in the ceremony that he participated in. And Ray J, he's been doing his homework, because let me tell you something. In order to do that, you do need to perform a ritual. So what he's doing is he's going back to Hades. He knows he's going to die, but he's protecting his soul right now. So when he goes back to Hades, he's looking for that energy so he can do a ritual. He's giving his own flavor to his ritual, and that's the way that you come above any type of ceremony that was done. You got to understand the difference between a ceremony and a ritual. Okay, a ritual is something that you do for yourself, and it's your own recipe for whatever you need for you. A ceremony is something that you're allowing somebody to do to you or for you, and all that kind of stuff like that. So you need to understand where he's coming from. So I'm not mad at him for that. He's accepting his death, but he's taking control over what's going to happen with his soul, and he actually does still have that right, just like I teach you guys to get your soul back after you've done a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? After you've done someone else's ritual, you have the right while living to get your soul back. You have that right. So Ray J, he's thinking along those lines. Okay, he wants to prepare himself, which is very smart on his end. Okay, so Ray J is not trying to get attention. We know he loves attention, but he literally is not trying to get his attention. It is that time. I'm not saying that it's going to be tomorrow, but I have dealt with patients that have this condition that he has, and I've always told people that this whenever they're hospitalized at this point, it is at the end. You do need to prepare. You do need to get ready. Because when I look at the blood tells me everything. The blood tells me everything. And the blood is not, he has no blood flow without the assistance of medication, okay? So this is not for attention. So yes, Ray J is getting his affairs in order. And he's just trying to let everybody know. And we can't be mad at him about that, okay? So if y'all have any questions, comments, go ahead and put it in there. Let me know what you think.
I told y'all when you go over to Haiti, what I say? When you go over there to Haiti, and you doing that, man, shout out to you, Supreme. Y'all, we ready to now listen to enough of the Motown, enough of the jokes for a minute. Rain of Fire just did a reading on Naziah Harris, you guys. Part 2, unraveling the Naziah Harris case. We are gonna get into it. Let's hear what Rain had to say. Oh shit. I'm not ready for Rain. I'm playing a nanny bed.
I do see one not guilty. I see one not guilty. But which one is not guilty? He will be acquitted on one lesser charge. Just on one lesser charge. But the prosecution has built up a strong case.
Let's go.
It's actually the witnesses. It's the witnesses that's going to get him to fall.
Thank you so much.
They're showing me Shannon being arrested again.
She said they showing Shannon being arrested. She said somebody's gonna be found not guilty. She said she does see Jarvis being acquitted of one charge. She said one of the lesser charges though. But she said is showing us Shannon going to jail again. Let's go, Rain.
Is it Shannon? This is Marquita.
Marquita.
Looks like after the trial, they're going to launch their investigation. The whole family is actually being investigated right now. They're just moving slowly because they don't want to mess up the Zaya's trial. That's why.
She said, and you know what? I talked to my source yesterday, right? And my source did say that this is what my source told me. Even though I was mad and didn't want to hear it, right? This is what my source told me. She broke it down and said that Annette didn't know what happened to Nazaya at first. She didn't know. But after, hey Ben, what's going on? But after she found out about it, that she did implicate Lady at first because of course she wants to protect Shannon, and it was easier for, and this allegedly, it was easier for them to blame it on Lady versus be like, my daughter Shannon did it, you know what I'm saying, because of her relationship with Lady. And so that's what implicated Annette as far as something happening to Nazaya, and stuff like that. And they did say that Kim Worthless feels like they played in her face. That she did feel like they played in her face, but they can't, let me word it right, they can't go against Shannon and them because they need them to lock Jarvis up. Not saying anything was, and this is crazy, we had this conversation last night. She was like, not saying that down the line something won't happen to them and they won't be charged with other things after the trial for Jarvis is over, but that Kim Worthless did feel like that Shannon and played in her face, but by the time she's realizing it, they're too far in to the case at this point to go at them. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's going to get Jarvis off. If they start targeting Shannon and Annette, it's going to get Jarvis all the way off. If y'all get what I'm saying. If y'all taking in what I'm saying. But yeah. What up, Bimp? Y'all drop Bimp Float's link. If y'all feel safe, go to the trenches. But other than that, stay out the way. If you can't stand the heat, don't go to the trenches. But man, shout out to Bimp. Y'all drop his link and get over there to the trenches. TT, I know.
But a lot is going to come out. They already discovered a lot of evidence to charge them already. But they're not acting on it yet because it can mess up who they really want is Jarvis.
What I say? What I just say? Did I just not say that to y'all? Did I just not? And I'm just playing this live. I didn't know she did it. Shout out to y'all for telling me Rain went live. Did what I just say? My source just told me that. She said Kim Worthless feels like they played in her face, so she can't go after them because they want Jarvis. You know what I'm saying? And how would the case go if they go after Shannon them at the case? If they go after Shannon them in the case and start saying stuff to them and make them flip or push they back against the wall and stuff, and boom, yeah, because she dropped the ball and she fucked absolutely Chrissy Cakes. Absolutely. So she cannot target them right now as much as we want her to go after them. And I was mad last night hearing it. I was, but I understood it. When you get a chance, check it. Okay, Brittany, baby. Yeah, when I was angry hearing how she was breaking it down, but at the same time, I said, I guess, because we do want this. So I just kind of pushed it to the side and said, I guess, damn, Rain, you heard me. God. And every time I do this, Rain go live. Boy, that's crazy, Rain. Mm, 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 mm.
I seen Azaya. I didn't even call you. I seen Azaya. She said she wants me to call her.
Yeah, Latasha.
Nazaya Harris. Nazaya Harris. Nazaya Harris. Nazaya Harris. I created a portal for you. Come into the light.
Damn. Mm.
She told me she's not going to let them go free. And she wants everyone to know that.
Mm.
There's a hint of anger in her, but she's keeping it together.
She said Nazaya said she ain't let none of them go free. In part one, she breaks down what you're saying. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cause I did want to hear it last night. I was like, so I asked my sister, I said, so Annette ain't going to jail. She was like, no, unfortunately, nah, they ain't going to get them at the trial. They're not going for them at the trial. She said, but after the trial, she said Kim Worthless is cooking something up. She is cooking something up.
You told me to call you. You wish to show me something? Oh, she's on Shannon's head. Bad. I see her at that trial. Nazaya's going to be at that trial. Her spirit is going to be there. Not only that, she's going to mess up everything for the defense. She wants everyone to know that she's working behind the scenes. Her grandma is sick. She has problems with her kidneys.
It's the second time Rain done said Annette got something wrong with her kidney. She's sick. She said Nazaya's on your top, Shannon. Oh, she said Nazaya's on your top. She's gonna be there in spirit. She gonna mess shit up for the defense, baby. This trial's gonna be one for the books. Jesus, this case been a long one. I think they gonna keep continuing it. Yadi said, wow, that's a lot. It is. It is. And shout out to the source for real, just for real. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
She's going to have problems with her liver, and I see cells accumulating. I see cancer.
Not cancer.
Also, there's heart problems. She's going to have heart problems. Bad heart problems. Who am I seeing? I also see Jarvis dead. She's shown. Once he is convicted and he gets sent to prison within a matter of months.
Not Jarvis. You know what? Nazaya said Jarvis is dead. You know what? Shut the front door, open the back one, Yvette, so I can run out of it. Wait a minute, Rain, baby. You done took us somewhere else. Rain. 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 Wait. 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 Wait a freaking minute. Wait a freaking minute. Ooh. It's a lot. It's a lot. God damn, I wasn't ready for this one. It's a lot. Shit. Damn, Nazaya. Damn.
He will either unalive himself, he will either commit suicide because she is going to torment him, or he'll be killed by prisoners. Either one. She's really upset because there's a little boy who was molested. I don't know which one of her aunts has a little boy, but he was molested. And she's saying things aren't changing, things are just continuing.
I ain't gonna say too much tonight. I don't want to. Because in order for the generational curse to stop, they got to stop lying and be honest. And Rain said it's a little boy that's been touched, and that Zaya said it's still going on. Damn, Rain. Damn. Now, out of all of Rain's videos, this one is messing me up. This one is messing me up. And you know, I had somebody hit me up in my chat the other day in my comments. And when I played Divine Church, she said, that's your problem. You're messy. Keep repeating what these mediums say. And I said, so you can comment and state your opinion, but I can't listen to the mediums. Why are you here to listen to me? Listen to the mediums. If you don't like the mediums, then stay away from anybody that talks about the mediums in the case. Because I believe in the mediums. So why watch me and listen to me react to the mediums? If I believe Divine Turd, I believe Divine Turd. That's my beliefs. I don't ask any of you guys to believe what Rain, Divine, Bree, or nobody's saying. That's for y'all. If y'all don't like mediums, I respect it. I don't got no problem with it. But I'm listening to them. Because Rain ain't let me down yet. She hasn't. None of the mediums have let me down yet. For my beliefs of things, not y'all. And I don't want y'all to believe. I'm not asking y'all to believe in the mediums. But I must say, this one right now, by far, hey, Tanika, I see you come in, baby. I want to cry right now. Because out of all Rain's videos that she's ever did her readings, this one is hurtful. To hear that about another child and a boy, and it's still going on. And to know this baby spirit is her. You know, she's everywhere. And she really is working with everybody to try to get her truth out there. And again, we may not never know where Nazaya is, but damn it, we have weathered some storms. And I do speak of all content creators. No shit has went through some storms when it comes to her name. And this right here is deep, Rain. I must say, hot damn. Shit. Ooh. This one's deep. This one right here. And I think it's getting closer to the trial. The baby, is she just working the rooms? Mm-hmm.
I see files, documents with their names on it. There's folders with their names on it. They're gonna have a lot of legal issues. They're definitely losing custody. She's showing me this white truck. Why am I seeing this white truck? It's a white truck. She wants me to go back to where I was searching for her. I'm looking at this warehouse with a lot of trucks, like 14, 18-wheeler trucks. Why?
And remember when I did that lady's, I forgot her name. I'm gonna get Alicia to give me her name. Y'all remember I played that live of that woman that did the reading in 2024? And she said, is it like, she's like, it's a factory. She said like a Toyota or something. She said some kind of factory. And for Rain to just say this, it just gave me chills. This is crazy. She said she see files with all their names on it. She's taking her back to this white truck in the area she looked at. She's like, why am I seeing this factory? Mm.
Was connected. And then I'm seeing the big barrel. And she's showing me this girl.
Oh, Rain got
She's showing
you.
me this girl. She's young. She's like 14, 15, light skin, fair skin, hair in a back ponytail. She went to school. She has on this navy blue sweater, jeans, sandals, and a purple pink shirt. Why am I seeing her? She says she's connected to the case. And she's been missing, but she's connected to the case. She's involved. How? She was also manipulated into her disappearance. So she was manipulated and then she was unalive. So she knew about you.
Shut your mouth.
Jarvis asked her for help. And then I see the other little girl. She told me to find them and I'll find her. They find each other. Are these the same girls that I saw?
Mm-hmm. Rain and Fire even got chills, y'all. Y'all gotta see it. She shut a little bit. She was like, ooh. She know about Nazaya. Jarvis manipulated that little girl. Mm. You just was a killer. This is crazy. I mean, it's a plan, but it's abandoned. The Four River Road plan closed the year I was born, 1999. I'm going to go back through and play a couple of these lives, y'all. Because this right here done gave me chills for tonight. It's dead. It's dead. Mm-hmm.
This other girl, she's They are. Other girl has on a white shirt, red belt, jeans, sneakers. She's brown skin. Caramel complexion. She's brown skin. She has braids in her hair. Her family's really searching for her. Okay. Fox Highway. Okay. She said look for Fox Trail, and she's saying railroad tracks. 5238. And then she's giving me 689. And I also see 78. All right. Now I'm seeing an alligator, so I don't know what that means. Okay, and a fox. And boats. I see boats. I see boats. Something lined up by like a dock. Now she wants to go.
Thank you, Sister Didi.
Okay. I'll follow up with you.
Oh, chat.
I'll release you from me. Like I said, y'all, my readings can go either way. I started with the case, ended up talking to Natalia.
Love you, Didi. Thank you, sis.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
My God, today. My God, today.
I can't have.
Oh. I'm getting off for y'all. I'll be back at 8 for my Desire Hurts live. I'm gonna just change my one about the X tomorrow. I'm coming back at 8 in just a few minutes. I will see y'all back then. Shit. Yeah, let me set everything up, you guys. I will see you guys back in just a minute. Let me get everything set up and give me some wine, y'all. This is blown me. I appreciate y'all. We had a good time tonight. You know what I'm saying? We really did. I love this live. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will see you guys back in 57 minutes. Okay.